Oh, hello, you bunch of weirdos. And welcome back to the Manchester United career mode. And guys, come a little closer, because I gotta kiss all your butts. Because the support of this series has been absolutely phenomenal, diabolical. I mean, there's more support, more likes, more views than any other career mode I've ever done on FIFA 16. And without you guys, I am nothing. So I have to say thank you guys. And if you guys want to see more, absolutely smash that like button right now. If we can get up to 100 likes, I'll get another one.
Another one. Another one, another one, another one, another one, and another one, and another one.
Of these out right quick. Why can't you know you want to get a little bit more now, guys? As you see here, we got 14 mil in the transfer budget after bringing in the likes of Lionel Messi, Yusuf Erdogan, John Stones, and Dele Alli. We have been transferring in some big, young, hyper-talented kids that dream of European glory under the management of Pep Guardiola. And now I'm thinking, all right, now we got to add a little bit more depth. But if we are going to add depth, I still want to have good, young, high-potential players that we can go ahead and grow into and, you know, really invest money, good money. 14 mil, not all that much, but we could do a couple things. We could do a couple things and we still have some pieces to fill in. Now, who do we go with? And you guys voted in the last episode, do we go with the Barcelona man, Sergio Roberto, or do we go with this man right here, the big bad Bowser? And you guys voted, and you guys have spoken. You want Riccardi Bowser, or as I like to call him, the big bad Bowser in Manchester United. Now, very interesting, Bowser was actually scouted, I believe, by Pep Guardiola at Bayern, as well as he is wanted, and they spoke with, you know, there was interest from actual Barcelona, so he fits this mold, as you can see with those stats. An absolute machine in the midfield. Great physical stats, but he's got the technical stats to grow into it, and one of the highest potential midfielders in the game at 88 potential. He is one for the future, and with that purchase, we are down to only 7 mil in the budget, with around 67 in wages. So we're going to go ahead and take a look. Do we go in for another midfielder? Because you know our midfielders, I don't know. This guy right here looked great. Whoever suggests this, I'm sorry I'm dropping your name right now, but I'll put a link to your suggestion right here. Bing! And this is, this was an absolute fun. I'm going to go ahead and put up his stats right here. And I'm going to offer him 4 mil to go ahead and bring in Renato Sanchez, 87 potential. One absolute banger as we go ahead and train up the boys. As you see, John Stones, Dele Alli, Bowser all in there. And we're going to make our second signing of this episode. We're going to bring Jeremiah St. Justy, or as I like to call him, St. Justice, from America. He's actually from the Netherlands. And the reason why I brought him in is, one, Manchester United have been linked to him in real life. He's shown a lot of potential in the Rivederci, and I think he kind of fits the mold of what Pep Guardiola would want in a defender. Fits the bill. He can play a bit of passing. As you can see, he has a CDM position as well. He's got great physicals and decent defending stats, and he's got a potential of 82, and he was cheap. I think he was only around 2 to 3 million. So with that, we're probably going to be only going down to about 4 million left in the wages, in the budget. So we're going to have to sell some players, maybe. We will see as we go into our second match of the Barclays Premiership up against Aston Villa. Aston Villa having a terrible season this year. There's no way around it. And us with this beautiful lineup right here. I actually made a little bit of a mistake. I started Valera. I really wanted to start. I started our second team fullbacks here with Darmian and Valera right there. I just did it on accident. I just didn't see it. They were in the presets, and I just assumed that Shaw and Erdogan was in. But alas, would it even matter? But Schweinsteiger, an absolute free header, and what a terrible header. And if you don't put away chances, then you give chances to the other team, as I always say. But look at this beautiful over-the-top ball from Anders Herrera to Anthony Martial on his non-preferred left foot, and a little bit not the best right here, but look at Anders Herrera just pulling strings in the midfield, playing out to Anthony Martial. The dummy run from Lionel Messi drags defenders away. You have to go with Lionel Messi. I do not blame you, because I was actually initially looking for Messi to make that run. And then I just kind of, I'm just going to cut inside. And then I realized, whoa, I'm in a lot of space right now. I'm going to have a little go with Anthony Martial, and the young Frenchman delivers with the finesse at the near post, beating Brad Guzan, the American international. He was not in the best of form, but we'll go ahead and take it. And right here, but De Gea is still being shaky on these crosses. I do not know. It's something post-patch. that the keepers, they aren't as God mode coming for those balls anymore, which is good and or bad. But now Lionel Messi is going to go ahead, cut inside. What is he going to do? Heavy touch, puts it away, and goes on. Great save at the near post. Oh my goodness. And yeah, 85th minute, I felt pretty safe. We're going to go ahead and bring in Wayne Rooney, Bowser, and Dele Alli, and they're actually going to play in the midfield right here. Beautiful over the top by Messi. Messi tries to link up in the middle, but is parried away, and I just wanted to showcase Messi is getting into the game, but he just hasn't really found the side of goal yet. And you know, it's been 2 games now. He hasn't scored. Maybe a little bit pressure is building on his duck. He is arguably the best player in the world, the most expensive purchase you know, Manchester United has ever done. So is there a bit of pressure on Lionel Messi right here? As you can see, we're going to get an offer from Sevilla. I thought about offering 12, but after all the fiasco with Real Madrid, I was just like, screw it, I'm just going to sell him for 10. I'll take the 8.5. For Real Madrid, I just need to add some more depth to the team. And with that money, it allows me to go after some bigger name purchases besides 4 millionaires. And this man has been linked to a myriad of teams, mostly recently Manchester City, so I think it would actually be amazing if we could pip away this young talent right here. And as you can see, we do have the contract, we have everything settled. We can accept it for Renato Sanchez, but I'm going to stall because I feel like we need a winger, like another winger to back up Memphis Depay more than we need another like central midfielder, because I think behind Depay we don't really have anyone. I mean, you could rotate, you know, Adnan Januzaj and Anthony Martial out there, but then we don't have a center forward unless you move Messi. As you can see, it's a Messi situation. As you can see, we're going into this. No more dad jokes. We're going into this match up against Newcastle and Anthony Martial, who's just been absolutely stunning to start off the season, working it around. And look at this. How was that not that would have been a foul pre-patch, but right there, I don't know, your players just tend to stay up. But now Messi, he's hungry for the goals, passing it off to Martial, but he can't get it. And now we're going to try out Messi's free kicks, and he could not rise it above quite enough. Messi further getting frustrated. Could he finally find something? Anthony Martial gets taken down in the box. And I think this is the perfect time. The perfect time. I understand that Anthony Martial earned that penalty, but I need to get Messi off of his duck. And here's the thing, guys. This is probably the 4th game that I played on PS4, and I miss because I'm going to make an excuse. I know you shouldn't make excuses, but I'm making excuses right now. It plays differently on PS4, I swear to God, but what doesn't play differently is over-the-top balls. Anders Ferreira, once again, he earned man of the match in the last match, and he might be on his way to another one. Exquisite timing and finish from Lionel Messi right there, but it was all through the pass of Anders Ferreira, as you will see on the replay. That's easy as walking for Lionel Messi. Once he goes ahead and gets ahead of the defenders, you're never catching him, not with that pace, not with that dribble. Look at him, Anders Ferreira picking up his head, sees the run by Lionel Messi, who runs into space right behind the defenders, slicing them apart, and Tim Krul is just left absolutely stranded. And Lionel Messi is finally off of his duck. It took 3 games, but the pressure is off his shoulders, and hopefully that'll go ahead, relieve you know, a bit off of his noggin, and allow him to, you know, just be the player that he really is. In the second half, let's see if he can have a little bit of joy on the ball. Skips away from one defender, in acres of space, fires it, and Tim Krul this time able to parry it away. And now we're going to see right here, ooh, a little bit of scoops. Oh, from Mr. Memphis Depay, who's been a little bit lacking in this episode. Then a great layout. Look, a stop and go tactics, and we get ourselves a penalty. Once again. Anthony Martial pretty much winning the penalty right there. The stop in the start and feeding it over to Snyderlin, who just gets absolutely cut up. Look at this. He's like forklifted up into the air and then just dropped on the ground. And Lionel Messi, I'm going to try my cheeky crossy penalty technique once again. I do the stutter step, and it's pretty much in the same place as Tim Krul with the. I got to work on my stick work, man. I got to work. It plays really weird. I've only been playing FIFA on Xbox One for, I'd say, 90% of my FIFA 16 career, and it plays, for me anyway, it plays differently on PS4 as opposed to Xbox One. And this technique, if I'm doing it on Xbox, it's automatic almost always, but I don't know, it's weird. I gotta put in some time, practice on the PS4, and become the best that I can so I can unleash players like Lionel Messi, like Anthony Martial, like Memphis Depay, like, oh my god, we have such a talented roster. Oh, Oh, I'm just going to go. Oh, hold on. I'm just going to pause this crew mode right now and just go into a corner and masturbate to how great our freaking roster is. And there we go. 83rd minute, up 2-0. Probably we're bringing in fresh legs, and Dele Alli just cutting through the midfield. Beautiful run, but unfortunately Tim Cole getting himself big. I should have shot a little bit earlier, but 89th minute, could we hit him on the counter? And Memphis Depay, terrible. He just did not lead the defender, our offensive player at all right there. And if you don't put away chances on one end, you give chances on the other. And Thalvin, just absolute. This is. Remember when I said I don't want to make excuses? Well, this time I'm not going to make an excuse. Chris Smalling's in an excellent position. I get auto switch and I just make a muff of it. He was running toward the guy, and once I got auto switch, I moved him in the wrong direction. As you can see, that's me moving Chris Smalling away at the last second, and we give up a stupid goal, giving up the clean sheet. I am sorry, De Gea. You played a great game. That was absolutely my fault. But 3 points. 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, 8 shots, 7 on target. We dominated. Actually, possession was pretty even, but possession up against any computer, if you can do over 50, that's amazing. That's amazing. As we go ahead and trade up, look at this. Look at this absolute pentagon of high potential youngsters right there. As we sit atop of the league, everyone else has dropped points. Everton in second place. Well done, Everton. Well done. But it's early days. We'll probably drop points at some point too. And there we go. Contract offer accepted. Well, not contract offer. We have agreed to transfer terms with Shaka 04. And now we're going to go ahead and see if we can pit Leroy Sane, who's just been tearing the Bundesliga apart. Well, 4 goals, 4 assists. That's a pretty good first half for a youngster. And we're going to go ahead and bring him in for Paddy McNair. I'm sorry, Paddy. You might be good in the future, but we got, maybe you're just not good enough right now. Let's just be honest. He might never be good after the showings that I've seen from him. But as you can see right here, 90 pace from the youngster. I believe he's only like 19, 18, and he's only going to be getting even better. Absolute phenomenal in both the technical and the physical sets. On the 3-star, weak foot 3-star, 3-star. Weak foot 3-star skill moves. That's not too bad, but that's not his game, man. He could do it all, and he's going to go ahead and slot in. Maybe even push Mr. Memphis Depay for that left mid spot. Who knows? It's early days. And with that, we still have a good amount in the budget right here, as you can see. With the selling of Mr. Valdez, we have about 6 in the wages, and I thought, well, from here on out, with this last purchase, I need some depth. We have 4 solid center backs, and we have 6 solid, midfielders with a little bit of surplus with Daley Blind being able to kind of play over. But right back position and left back position, we only really have Darmian as coverage, so we're going to go in for another fullback type. And here's my secret strategy that I'm going to be unveiling, guys. I want to have fullbacks that are essentially a secondary winger in there that are always on the overlap, because I always find that my fullbacks get into amazing attacking positions when I play FIFA 16, but they have shit finishing, so if they're next to the goal they never score anything and it's just a wasted possession. So I thought, I've seen people, mostly T-Ray all day and richly get away with playing magnificent players like Bale, and Douglas Costa at right back and fullback position. So I'm thinking, maybe I should go ahead and bring in. Of course, I showcased Munir earlier, and now this guy right here, Pion Sisto. And as you can see, both of them very similar players. And I thought I'd go ahead and bring in more well-rounded players too. Leon Goretzka, who's like, wait, he's not even a winger, but he's got 84 pace. He's got the stats of a winger, and he's got even better defensive stats than Pistol. And the last guy that I was bringing in is Renato Sanchez. We're bringing it all full circle over here to Renato Sanchez because he can play a little bit. He's got decent defensive stats. As long as you have over 50, 50 in the stand tackle and around 50 in the man marking, that's all I can really ask for. And we're going to see if that can come back to bite us in the butt, or maybe I'll find something new or a new way to play FIFA 16 crew. But I ask you guys, who do you suggest? Who is a great attacking, midfielder that can play a little bit of defense to that you guys think that I should be bringing in? Leave it in the comments down below. And that is pretty much going to conclude this episode of the Manchester United career mode under Pep Guardiola. We have a couple of days left in the transfer window. Who should I bring in? Maybe, someone comes in with a big offer for one of our star players. Who knows? But that episode will be coming to you if you guys hit that 100 like mark. Remember to smash it right now. And if you are new, go ahead and subscribe to not miss a single episode of this incredible journey that we are taking with Pep Guardiola and Manchester United. My name's B-. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember to stay yourself, stay humble, and be weird.